You know, you said something very interesting that resonated with a lot of people. The pandemic,
Mm.
you went into it, it's been what, 10 months?
Yes.
Okay, it's been about 10 months.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you sat and you said, this is what I want to do. I will do this. But see, you didn't say, I am going to do this.
Mm.
And you look the same. So, how important is it for someone to say, I'm going to start now? We have what? One more month in this 2020.
Yes.
Back in the beginning of the year, the person said, well, I'm going to start that business.
Right.
I will do this, I will do that. But
Yes.
they didn't translate that to I am going to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And we're in what, the 11th month?
Yes.
We have what? This is the last weekend in the 11th month.
Yes.
They still haven't started.
Yes.
They are working on changing the mindset. I know where everybody's in their own lane,
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely.
and the only competition I've heard you say is you.
Yes. Yesterday you.
Yesterday, you.
Yep.
That's the only competition.
Yes.
So, how can someone pick up? This is what, the 28th day in November.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't do anything they said they were going to do.
Right.
They didn't even sit to the table.
Right.
But it's not too late.
No, it's not.
So, for those people that like, well, Dell, I hear everything you're saying, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm stuck.
Right.
What can I do today in order for me to be that better person, to change that mindset, and bring my family to the table? I can't leave that table until we actually come up with a plan.
Yes.
Now, you may have someone you mentioned, the wife or the husband,
Mm-hmm.
who's not on board.
Yes.
They're what, I don't want to call them dead weight, but they may be dead
Yeah.
weight.
Yeah. Unfortunately, yes.
Unfortunately, it is. But you're like, babe, honey, I want to change the narrative.
Yes.
Because changing the narrative leads to generational wealth.
Yes. Yes.
So speak to the audience that they haven't started yet.
Okay. Well, the first thing I would say is I understand something. Not just a not. I, it instilled a lot this year.
You did.
There are a lot of people who just don't care to be free. That and that's just what it is. There are a lot of people who just are so content with being content. Like they're okay with a nine to like they don't they're okay with 1 year trip, like they're okay with that American dream or the white picket fence with the dog and the red. They're okay with that, and that's completely understandable because again that's why you need to have that table sit down because we got to figure out if we even like if we even not even just compatible, and I don't mean on sign level, I'm talking about compatible as far as our mindset goes, because there are some people who just don't want to be free. Like when you come into your destiny or your fate, or you come into the position of you want to be like more than what you've been, or you just find that thing, that thing that really just it takes you into another mind, even if you're in that relationship.
It's a tough one.
It is because I don't. The worst thing I can say is it's time to end it. You know, because we're on two different paths. But if you're trying to do something that is beyond you and they just can't see it, that's not your problem. That's not your fault.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not, you can, and I'm talking to even if you've been with this person 10, 15, 20 years, it's okay to sit down at the table and say, okay, listen, I understand we're on two different paths, but I need you to, even if you don't get it, I need you to hear that whether you are with me or in my way, I have something bigger than me that I have to accomplish. And understand that some people just are okay with not being free, with not having the generational wealth, with not having the time freedom. Some people are okay with the 9 to 5, and again, I'm not saying that that's not okay. I believe that you should have your 9 to 5, and it should be building something bigger for you. It should be put towards things that will make it to where you have time freedom. The most expensive thing in your life on this planet is time. That's the most expensive thing.
Yeah.
Even if they don't want to elevate to another level, or they don't think about generational wealth and all those things, I guarantee you, unless this is something that they absolutely love, and I don't take nothing away from someone who loves what they do.
Right.
But I bet you would rather be spending your time doing what you love than doing what needs to make you money to pay bills, unless you're doing what you love. Like your career. If you're doing what you love, then obviously you already are there. But that time, again, you can't get it back. You can't. So I honestly I believe that if a family sat down and had a conversation, just an open conversation, put like a bubble, do a bubble conversation. And what is a bubble conversation? It's where you're in a circle, and anything said in this circle can't be, there's no emotions, there's no feelings, there's nothing in here. We're just openly talking about everything. And there's no consequences or repercussions or any. This is an open conversation we're having with our kids, with our spouse, like where you can literally just talk and not have to be criticized or judged or looked at in any type of way. It's an open conversation. You can cuss, all that stuff, like where you can really just express how you feel, even your kids. Like, I honestly, because what it does is it builds trust. I believe that most people don't want to be free because they don't trust that the person who says they can have it is actually going to be the one to show them how to get it. I believe trust has a lot to do with it. So that's why these relationships where you have the 9 to 5 or an entrepreneur, they bump heads and they go separate ways, because the 9 to 5 is like, listen, like you say you was gonna be doing this for 6 months. It's 6 months later. I don't see nothing new. Now they could be blind to the seeded work that you're doing. Understand that also. They can be blind to the seeded work that you're doing, because an entrepreneur is a seed. You're planting. You're planting, and you have to sprout out them roots. Remember, the strongest trees do not grow in the best soil. They grow in the strongest winds. Why? Because the roots, they got to spread out. They got to spread out and attach on to other things. You are that root spreading out and attaching to other things, whether it be people in your family, or other relationships outside of the business that you're building. So have that conversation. Have that conversation. However you need to have it, however you need to create it, have it to where now you're able to move forward and build something real. But again, you can't do that without having control, without being accountable, and without putting your home as the number one priority when it comes to understanding that this is the corporation. This is the organization. This is the White House or the Blue House or the Pink House or whatever house it is. This is where it starts. And this is where all the rules and regulations are created. This is where all the ward, everything is right here, and we start right here. And then we, branch out to other homes and things.
Definitely hit home. That's serious talk with Dell. I'm telling you. All jokes aside, but serious, that is serious talk, and someone needed to hear that. You definitely spoke to me, because the can has so many dents in it right now. The gems were dropped, the little diamonds. If If people like pearls, that's fine too because with a pearl you polish it.
Yes. Yes.
Diamonds you cut,
Yes.
and there is a difference between, obviously, between a diamond and a pearl.
Mm-hmm.
But since you're polishing us,
Mm-hmm.
to elevate
Yes.
with Dell, um, any closing words for us to because the common denominator in our conversation before the last time we spoke
Mm-hmm.
and today was accountability and being accountable.
Yes.
Being accountable is the common denominator to changing the mindset as well as changing the narrative, to
Yes.
change the narrative.
Yes.
So if that person's watching is like, Dad, where do I go from here?
Mm-hmm.
You pretty much laid it out with your serious talk right now.
Right.
But any closing words for us? Or is there anything else you want to talk about to tell us where Dale is going at? Where is Dale going?
Um. Put yourself in position to win and to only win. And that should be the only thing you think about. I've talked about a lot of things, change the mindset, and I promise you, you'll change the narrative. You know, um, Health is wealth. Stop using the word diet and just use health. Do healthy things. This isn't just about eating lettuce, but it's actually just feeding your mind health. You know, um, Holding yourself not just accountable, but taking control of your mind. Instead of your mind telling you what to do, you tell your mind what's going on and what you're going to be doing. But put you first before anything else. And I get a lot of people that say, Dale, that's so selfish, though. Is it?
I'm going to pause you there.
Yeah.
There is a season that we have to be selfish.
Yeah.
But I want you to go ahead and continue.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, is it really, though? Is it really selfish to take care of the one person that you have? Like you may have kids, you may have, parents, husband, wife, things like that, but is it really selfish to take care of yourself in order to be able to take care of others? I told you earlier that you should write down the things that you've been through to be able to put yourself in better situations moving forward. Because one thing that we don't give ourselves is enough credit for the things that we've been through. We don't give ourselves enough credit. That we've defeated so much, that we've defeated so many things, that we've put ourselves in better situations because of those things that we've been through, that we thought we would never get through. The reason why I say you need to put yourself first, self-love, is because if you don't, hurt people, hurt people. Hurt people, hurt people. And I'm pretty sure that the things that you've been through, you would not wish them on the worst of your enemies. Not because they made you stronger, but because of what it may have put you through. The things that I've been through, anyone, I don't know how many people could successfully come out of it. And I wouldn't wish my life upon anyone else because I believe that everyone has a unique life, a life that is it's set in stone for you. Again, like I said in the very beginning, when the movie A Bug's Life, or maybe it was Ants, but they were picking each one of them to be a specific thing. But the movie went on to where, I think it was Ants. He didn't want to be a computer technician or something. He wanted to work in the field. Like He wanted to be buff and strong, but he was out there and they're looking at him like, you're not supposed to be here. But that's what he wanted to do. So, but understand something though. Understand something. Positivity. Positivity overtakes everything. It does. I don't care who told you any different. To every negative, there's a positive. So that means it's a balance. It opposites attract. All of those things. They all tie into each other. So understand that the reason why I talked so much about health is because heal people. See how easy that is? To just switch it. To just understand that you can go through the deepest pains and not even realize that you could be hurting someone else because of it. You could want all the apologies in the world, but understand that because you're not getting those apologies, you're tormenting and hurting other people until you get that. Which is why I say it's so important to have self-love, to be selfish sometimes. Why? Because if you're waiting on something for so long and it just you may not ever get it, you're holding your destiny, you're holding your fate in the dangle until someone else does something that you can do for yourself. Be very, very cautious with who you give your energy to, with what you give your energy to. Because I am super, super deeply, passionately intertwined into energy. Like you can't fake it. You just can't fake energy. And I'm so in love with energy that the smallest bit of negativity, I feel it to where I take myself away or I immediately try to, get that taken care of. I wake up in the morning and one of the first things that I say outside of I am the greatest credit specialist on earth is, okay, negativity, whatever you have for me today, I'm ready. I'm ready for it. And if you show up late, I'm gonna sit you down and I'm gonna get to you when I'm ready to. So again, that's me taking control of my day. That's not saying that I'm not gonna get hit with all kind of negativity. Again, I'm only controlling me. I can't control what someone else does. I'm only controlling me. So whatever you have for me, understand that I'm either gonna attack it right away or I'm gonna get to it when I get to it. But what it's not going to do is it's not going to take my energy. It's not going to take my focus. So my message to you is get out there and focus. Focus on what it is that you truly love to do. What is it that you truly want? What fulfills you? What makes it to where it's like, man, if I could just do that more often. And I'm telling you, heal yourself. Heal yourself. Do not wait on someone else to give you that I'm sorry or that apology. Heal yourself. Heal yourself because you owe it to you to be the best version of you. And if you're waiting on a bridge to be built in order for someone to cross it and give you that thing that you say or think you need. Remember, is your mind telling you what to do or you telling your mind what to do? That you think you need. It's going to hold you back from being the best version of an entrepreneur that you can be. I'm Dell the Credit Guy, and I definitely want you to elevate your life and credit. Elevate meaning put Dell in your life to elevate. Change the mindset, and I promise you, you'll change the narrative.
That was amazing.
Absolutely.
That was
And
amazing.
as always, I won't bring her in, because she was camera shy last time. But if she wants to come in, she definitely can. But listen,
We got a
I
mask up.
cannot do this without my superior star. She is my superior star. I love her to death, and she is amazing to me. Amazing. She is the most
Hello,
amazing
hello,
person.
hello.
Please, please give them.
Dell is amazing. He sat here and answered all of my questions. Some of them were off the cuff. You probably wouldn't notice, but I appreciate the opportunity for you guys to even watch Dell's channel. So please click subscribe. Like the video, pass it on to others that you may know, because changing the mindset really does change the narrative. And I thank you. I'm Angelina with 718 Tax Over. This is my logo. So I thank you, Natasha Tees, for making my T-shirt, and Morph Designs for, taking care of Dell. So I'm gonna give it back to him, and thank you so much. 718taxservices.com.
Absolutely, and go check her out. Listen, go check her out. I'm telling you right now, tax season is coming up.
Yes, it is.
It's coming up. So if you are, listen, all of you H&R Blocks and all of them, listen, cut it. You need someone who is literally has this information, wants to share it with you, and wants to elevate your family. This is what I meant by when it comes to entrepreneurship and having those roots and branching out and grabbing onto other businesses. This is what I mean by when you say I'm going in and I'm tunnel vision. This is what I mean by that. It's not the money that's going to make you successful. It is the relationships you're going to build. That's what's going to make you successful. And I want you to understand something very, 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 very passionately that I believe 100%. It is not. It's not about the success. Success, and some of you not gonna like how I say this. Success is very easy to obtain. It is, because it just depends on what your success is. Some people's success is 100,000. Some people's success is literally an extra $100 a month. So success is kind of it. It's easy to obtain versus maintaining it. That's where it comes in at. How you maintain success. That's where your success really comes in. That's where the real kicker is. We have a lot of overnight celebrities. We have a lot of one-hit wonders. TikTok is still booming, so you can still get trending, on Twitter and all that other stuff. Can you maintain it? Can you maintain it? That is all I have. Change the mindset, and I promise you, you will change the narrative. Dale the Credit Guy here. Thank you all so much. Please like, share, comment, leave any type of comments. Reach out to me. I am here not just to annoy you about credit and elevating your credit, but also to elevate your mind and help you reach those new pinnacles, those new levels that you feel that you cannot reach. You can do anything that you put your mind to. Stop making your mind do all the work. You do the work. Tell your mind what to do. It's time to tell your mind what to do. Change the mindset. I love every last one of you. Thank you so much.